I woke up this morning feeling like church. Now, I ain't all in the pews glued down or nothing, but I'll go from time to time when I'm led to do so. Waking up this morning, my energy said Lakewood. So, off to hear what Joel got to say to me this morning. Here I go. So I have just arrived at Joel Osteen's church. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of it before, Lakewood, here in Houston, Texas. I woke up this morning and I said, you know what? Let me head on down to Joel. Let's see what word he got for me today. This church is massive. Now, unfortunately, because I got here late, I had to get straight to service, so I didn't get an opportunity to show you all of what is offered here. But they have bookshops, they have coffee shops, they even have individual classrooms according to your child's age for them to attend their own personal service while you sit in the main service.
A light is breaking forth, the dawning of a new day. Hope is rising, a hope empowered by the Spirit, propelled by God's love, a hope that can transform a life, a family, a community, our world, a light that shines out for all to see, through new media outlets, to reach those who might never hear the good news. Yes, hope is rising, and we have the unique opportunity for God's light bearers to the world. Yes, hope is rising from our hearts to the least of these, to the discouraged and downtrodden, to the forgotten, even forsaken. Yes, hope is rising.
I believe and declare you're about to come in to some best opportunity, best relationship, best health, best resources. Get ready. The best is next. Lord, I thank you that it's on the way. God is a faithful God. And guys, we love having you with us every week and just praying about the fall. And I said it earlier, that phrase rose up in me, hope rising. I believe that, you know what, we're not supposed to get stuck where we are. When we believe, it allows, it makes a way where God can do things that we couldn't do on our own. So we just want to talk about the next 4 weeks, how to enlarge our vision, not just for the church, but how about for yourself? Let's take the limits off of God. You know, you can't have faith if you don't first have hope. Sometimes we think, well, I don't know if that can happen, but you know what? When you believe, all things are possible. I'm just going to encourage you. We've seen it here as a church. We'll talk a little bit about the opportunities for the church, but it's just not about Lakewood. It's about your life. We want to see you be blessed in new ways. So I got my family with me today. Come on up. How about my mom? My mom. Come on, Mom, out here. My mom's got me. Right here, Mom. Right there. Get your ear. Come here, right there. Oh, she don't want to sit. All right. Got my sister Lisa. I got beautiful Queen with me as well. But we're blessed to have you guys with us. But just thought, I'm blessed to have my family. And so, Mama, 64 years ago, you and Daddy started Lakewood. My mother was 26 years old. She's going to be 90 in 6 weeks. So it does seem like the world more than ever needs hope today. You know, coming out of the pandemic and just the divisiveness and all. And I said it earlier, I know God has raised us up. And I kind of think of it like that parable with the talents, whether he's given us 1, 2, or 5, or whatever, however many it is. I want to be a good steward of what God has given us here. I feel like it's our time that we can shine brighter than ever. I mean, I have never seen so many opportunities. Daddy died in 1999. I've been doing this 24 years. I've never seen the opportunities like we have today. I mean, Jimmy's there on the front row. He told you networks have moved entertainment program to put our program in. These are things that I don't say that it's bragging, but they're not offering to other ministries necessarily. God's given us a favor. And out of nowhere, a generational blessing. Yes. The scripture says you will live in houses that you didn't build. You will eat from vineyards that you didn't plant. Those are generational blessings. To reach the fullness of your destiny, it's not going to happen only at a normal pace. There are going to be some of these fast forward moments, favor that catapult you ahead. Times like with Philip, you find yourself further. You can't explain it. You didn't earn it. It wasn't on your schedule. It was the hand of God accelerating your destiny, thrusting you ahead. And yes, I know there are seasons of waiting, times when we're not seeing progress and we have to endure, do the right thing when nothing is changing, pass those tests. But as God carries you, you're also going to come into these moments of favor where He catapults you ahead. You may feel like you're falling behind, and then God hits fast forward. You're a grandson, so to speak, but God steps in and says, I'm adopting you as my son. He puts you a generation ahead, 40 years down the road. You may have a situation now, and you don't see how it's going to resolve, how you're going to accomplish your dream, how you're going to get well. It's been so long. You don't know what God is up to.
And it was a service today. Joel spoke that word directly to my soul. See, whenever I move to attend a church service, I do not hesitate. I am obedient to the call because you never know what is going to be spoken to you in that moment. And how many of us know that the Creator will speak to you through a rock? He will use literally any and everything to speak a word into your life. So when I'm called to do something, I do it. The end and period. You ain't got to tell me twice. Attending here, worship is like a concert, but I was all into these tunes. But unfortunately, for copyright purposes, I could not let you hear the full audio. But just know it was a time, and you don't know until you know. So service was great today. It was pretty interesting because everything that I was praying for on my way here to service, He actually just confirmed it. So I'm a firm believer that you can get a word anywhere, okay? I don't necessarily believe in, everything that the Christian faith says, but I do believe... But I do believe that the universe just speaks, and it will use a rock, it will use a person, sometimes it uses objects, like literally anything to speak a word. And so I never turn off my ears. Like when the spirits talk, I am listening. I'm always wanting to know what they have to say. And I just feel like, I was supposed to be here this morning. I was supposed to hear the message that was sent forth this morning. And Joel is more so like a motivational speaker anyway, right? He's not like the typical pastor. He's more like, just motivating you in your life. And so it was good motivation for today. It was everything that I needed to hear. And I'm all for the motivation wherever I can get it. Okay. I am for it. And so it was really it was a good message. It was a good word. I had a good experience today. I've been to Joel on many occasions. This is not my first time coming here. And so, when I feel it, like when I feel moved in my spirit to come, I come. That's the way I move, So it was a good service. And if you're ever in the Houston area and you need to get some good motivation in your life, stop on by Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church.